John with Winter Roofing and Remodeling again, back here at the Hendricks project. As you can see this door, can you pan in here and you can see that this is offset. A lot of times when the cabinets come from the factory, the guys that put them together, they do a good job, but they're not always so concerned with alignment whatsoever. So when we're finished, we need to go through and just make sure all the doors are the right size and everything's lined up just right. So as you can see, there's an offset between the left and right door here. What we're going to do is, most of today's cabinets, if they're not a box door cabinet, are going to have your adjustable hinges, your soft close features come pretty much standard, especially with the waypoint cabinets that we use. But anyway, so we're going to go in here, make a couple of adjustments. We're right about 1/4 of an inch off here on the left and the right door. So what I'm going to do is make a little line here where I want it to come down to, and just loosen up some screws. And bring them down to the line. May or may not be perfect, but we're going to get us really close. If we need to adjust a little more, we can. We can go just a little bit more, and we'll have this door. We need to put a stopper there, don't we? That'll be one of the last things that we do. So, there we go. And now the left and the right hand doors align. We'll go and do that to all the doors and make sure they're all the way we want them. Not to mention the fact that sometimes when cabinets come, if let's say these were, if we had a single cabinet next to this one, the cabinet makers don't know if it's going to be a left or right hand opener. So a lot of times we'll have to take the doors off the hinge and rotate them to get it to open up the other way. Well, one of the last things that we'll do before we walk away from the cabinets is we take care of any kind of nail holes that might be exposed. When we go and put the fasteners in, we always try to make sure that the nails and the screws and whatever are concealed, but ultimately you've got to have some trim fasteners exposed. So what we're going to do is, you can buy wood putty from any of your box stores. When you already have stained cabinets, the last thing that you want to get though is wood filler. Trust me, stay away from that. If you put these on already stained cabinets, you'll end up with a blemish on the finish itself, and it's unsightly. So make sure you get wood putty, not wood filler. And you can typically get it in a color that's really close to whatever you're using. In this case, this is almost an ebony stain. So we'll come in here and we'll just fill the holes. Just like that. And I'm just going to do a few of them for you here on this piece of trim. This is something that's very important to do. It's just the little things, that make the job look really nice when you're finished. Once that's on there, we'll wipe the excess off. Be sure to get it off of there, otherwise you'll leave a little smudge. And don't let it sit too long. Get it on there and get it off before it dries. Now, typically we would wait, maybe 15-20 minutes for that to harden up, but we're not going to do that today, especially on these small holes. Now, there's a couple different ways you can go. Waypoint offers these color markers that are the same stain as what we have, which are great, and if it weren't for the fact that this is so close to black, I would probably use them. The problem with these markers is that they put down a lot of stain. And so we just want a little bit. So a lot of times what I do, especially with, like I said, with the cabinets that's almost black, is I just got a regular Sharpie. And I'll take this and we'll just dab what we filled. With the markers that we get from the cabinet company, they're not as, they're harder to pinpoint exactly where they're going to go. So as you can see, once we do that, it makes these things virtually go away to the naked eye. Once your eye leaves these areas, you would have to really search again to find them. So anyway, that's just a little bit of what we do when we're finishing up a cabinet job. Once again, this is John with Winter Roofing. Have a nice day.